YouTube land, and welcome back to the Chaos Asylum. I am your host, Alex Payne, and today we're going to talk about WWE Monday Night Raw. We kick off the show with Seth Rollins coming out and talking about how since Roman Reigns got suspended for the whatever policy, the martial policy for whatever, and how it should just be a one-on-one match against him and Dean. And then Dean comes out and says, hey, you know what? Everybody fucks up. That's pretty much what he's saying. Don't be picking on Dean, Roman and what, da-da-da-da. And then AJ comes out and he's like, you know what? I agree with you, Seth Rollins. It should be a triple threat match. It should be Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, and me, AJ Styles. And then who comes out after him? Apple juice! John Cena. Super Cena. You know, hi kids type of guy that loves the kids and da-da-da, whatever. So he comes out and says, you know what, if everybody's throwing their head in, let's make it a five-way match. So then Stephanie McMahon comes out and says, you know what, if the both of you can win your respective matches, it'll be a five-way match, pretty much. But if you lose, pretty much, it's a triple threat. So we had John Cena versus Seth Rollins. Let's jump into that match real quick. This match was really good. Back and forth, great great match. Back and forth. John Cena, Seth Rollins. You know, he does that, what's it called? The suplex. Dang, I'm trying to think of the name. I miss him doing the Phoenix Splash. That was pretty sick. And whatnot. And then, you know, he did his whatever, and then John Cena got him into his STF. And then pulled him back to the middle of the ring. Who comes out? The Club. They distract John Cena. He gets turned around, kicks in the gut, pedigree by Seth Rollins. 1, 2, 3, John Cena is out, and he's not in this match. Yes, but you knew, if you're a true WWE's fan, you know if John Cena's not going to be in this match, they can't have AJ be in the match. And you know, because John Cena is in the match. Now, you're probably like, well, maybe. There is a possibility. If they did put AJ in a match, they could have John Cena come out and beat the shit out of AJ Styles, making it a triple threat match. You know, between Dean, Roman, and them. But you don't want to mess up the Shield triple threat match. We would be pissed. I'm getting too far ahead of myself, though. But it's the truth. Next matchup was Sasha Banks and Paige versus Charlotte and Dana Brooke. This match, you know, was back and forth. Every match was back and forth, you might as well say. Couple 6 spots. Then everybody's wondering where Sasha Banks has been. And Sasha Banks is like, it's none of your business. None of your business. I'm back, and I'm coming for that title, Charlotte. Boom. And she, you know, she does it like a boss. So she hits Dana Brooke with her big statement. She a rat-a-tat-tatting. Paige and Sasha Banks wins their match. Then you had Chris Jericho come out to his highlight reel with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Now they were just talking about like, oh, well, you had this friendship and we were friends. Oh, weren't you his best man in the wedding? Yes. And whatnot. And then they were just talking about how each of them was jealous. And then Sami said, I want to know the real truth of why you betrayed me. And he's like, I told you a dozen times why. Pretty much in the end, not Seth Rollins, sorry. Dean, no, one more go. I'm like so messed up, I apologize. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens didn't do a double super kick. Everybody say double super kick. No. Kevin Owens did a super kick. And at the same time, Sami Zayn did his big boot, which that's all the Hanuva kick really is a running big boot. Okay? But it was a pretty sick move. And it happened very quickly. So pretty much what happened in this whole thing, one more match between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. The next match that came up was Summer Rae versus the little ass kicker, Becky Lynch. With Natalya at ringside. And Natalia's all like, oh, I was just overreacting, da-da-da-da-da-da. So Becky Lynch comes out to her entrance, does her whole thing, whoa, you know, whatever. So then she gets in the ring, throws her coat at Summer, slides out, and beats the living shit out of Natalya. Match never happened. Then we had a match between, again, Titus O'Neil and Rusev. This match went back and forth, punches like crazy. Rusev did this like clothesline punch, and Titus did whatever. And then pretty much what happened was they got on the outside. I believe Titus clotheslined Rusev over the top of the barricade. He slid back in, ref was on 6. Rusev got counted out, and Titus O'Neil won. Oh, yeah. Next match that happened. I'm trying to remember all the things that were important, you know, all the important matches. Let's see. Let's just jump to the main event, because I don't think anything else... Oh, wait, no, the New Day. This was the best part of Raw. The New Day actually acted like the Wyatt family. Give me 1 minute. It's a funny. Like, legit, Kofi Kingston dressed up like Luke Harper and had a unicorn horn through the sheep's mask. And then Xavier Woods dressed up like, no, Kofi Kingston was the, Eric Rowan. Sorry. And then Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods was Luke Harper, and then Big E was Bray Wyatt, and he had like a bunch of the unicorn horns, and he's like, WWE. And they did this whole thing, and like it had like a, instead of a, it did like a rainbow, a pregnant lady, a rainbow went over it, and then all three of them were on a unicorn, and they came out, and they were cutting a promo. And then the Wyatt family came out and they're like, oh, this is hilarious. And the funny thing is, they're making this angle like Xavier Woods is scared and whatnot. and he's like, oh, I'm not down with this anymore. I'm, you know, whatever. It's pretty much not like he's the weak link. He's just the one that Bray is targeting because he can tell he's afraid of him. Now, I think either this is going to make the... Now, I don't want the New Day to break up. Why would you break up, like, the best tag team you have going today? Like, the thing that's making you that bread and butter, you know what I mean? Like, I think what they should do, since they have been on a roll, it's just like when they face when the New Day faces off against the Wyatt family. Have the Wyatt family win and kind of knock them down a peg. And then, you know, like, oh, man, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, okay, okay, now, they walk away, whatever, you know, Bray does this whole creepy thing, and whatnot, talks about the power of positivity, and how that is not reality. Reality is about, like, fear, and all this other crap. Yeah. And then the last match was Dean Ambrose, the new, not the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Now they're announcing it as the WWE Champion. So I'm assuming that they're going to put a world title on SmackDown when the brand split happens. There we go. So if that's going to happen, I'm going to say right now, they're going to make another Women's Championship on SmackDown and then another Tag Team Championship. And like, Mike, you know, like E-Bar, you know, says it does suck, and I agree with it, but we have to put up with it because it's gonna happen no matter what we say, so it's something that we gotta put up with. That's what, you know, I agree with Mike. That's what he, you know, said, so I agree with that. Anyways, if you want to see some cool stuff before, I'm gonna do a cheap plug here. If you want to see some cool, three cool guys and whatnot talking about wrestling and whatever else in the world, go to Noah Donish and then watch his videos, and then watch The Scoop, which is about wrestling and whatnot, and they take your calls, they answer your questions. They're pretty cool guys. There we go, I give them a cheap plug and whatnot, like Mick Foley. Anyways, main event, Dean Ambrose, the WWE Champion, versus AJ Styles. If AJ wins, he gets put in the match. This was an okay match. It went back and forth, back and forth. Dean did a, you know, the coolest thing I seen in it was when AJ did his Pele kick, and then like Dean stumbled back and did the whole boom. That was pretty cool, all right? I love that move. The lunatic, I would call it, like, I think he has a name for it, but I'd call it the lunatic lariat or something like that. And so this match went back and forth. John Cena comes out because the crew was, not the crew, I'm sorry. Yeah, the crew was coming out. And they come out, and John Cena come out, took him out. Distracted AJ. AJ got rolled up. Dirty deeds. 1, 2, 3. AJ loses. Then this whole thing breaks down where Seth Rollins is at ringside the whole time. Slides in, pedigrees Dean Ambrose. The club is pretty much beating the living shit out of John Cena for like I think the 3rd or 4th week in a row. And up on the ramp, AJ's like, get him up! Hit the Magic Killer! Hit the Magic Killer! They put him up for the Magic Killer, nail it at the top of the stage. I'm like, yeah! Yeah, baby, hit that fucking Magic Killer. Yeah! So John Cena's like, ah, and then in the ring again, we go back to the ring where Seth Rollins hits Dean with another pedigree, and he grabs the World Heavyweight Championship. Right there, I know this is the World Heavyweight Championship, but he grabs the title like, yeah, I'm gonna be champ, baby. Whoa. So that's what happened on Raw. So, like normal, leave a comment, hit that like button, and if you haven't done it already, smash that subscribe button. Later, dudes and ladies.